Good morning, everyone. Today I will be presenting the third program of the C programming lab, that is the Generate the Fibonacci series. The objective of this program is to develop a C program that generates the Fibonacci series up to n terms entered by the user. This objective is to calculate the Fibonacci series up to n terms, where n is the number entered by the user. The formulas which are used in here: Fibonacci series is a sequence of numbers. Let's understand the logic first. The Fibonacci series is a sequence where the first two numbers are zeros and ones. Every next number is the sum of the previous two. So the pattern looks like this: 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, so on. The program description of this problem is: in this program, we take the value of n from the user. Then we use a for loop to print the first n Fibonacci numbers. The logic uses here the three variables, that is t1, t2 and t3. t1 for the first term, that is 0. t2 for the second term, that is n. Next term for sorting the sum of the two previous terms. Now let's look at the source code here using C program. Here we declare variables and initialize the first two terms of the series. We prompt the user to take the input here. Condition, for condition we are using here: for I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to n, I plus plus. After the condition becomes true, the next term is initiated with the t1 plus t2. Again, the assigning for the t1 to t2, t2 to the next term. In each iteration, we print the current term, that is t1 here, calculate the next term, update the values for the next loop here. Here is a code explanation of this problem statement. If the user enters 5, the output will be 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. t1 is equal to 0, t2 is equal to 1. The next term is calculated with 0 plus 1, that is 1. Then t1 becomes 1, t2 becomes 1. Next term is 1 plus 1, that is 2. And so on. This continues until we generate the n terms. N indicates the input which are entered from the user. This is the output of the n value 8. The Fibonacci series of the 8 input is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. So here we are taking the source code for the Fibonacci series. Let's execute this source code into the code block. Here I am just copying the code, saving the program, debug and run the program in the code block software, that is Fibonacci series. So again I open the code block here. You guys are already know how to create the project in the code block. Create a new project, that is already explained in the lecture 1. Select the console application again. Select the C. Third program we are executing here. So my project title is the CP3. select the main function, copy the code, that is Fibonacci series, save the program, then debug the program. So once we debug the program, we will get the output for the Fibonacci series. This is the output screen after running the program. Enter the number of terms, that is the n number of values which we are used enter the value here. Here I am taking the same example, same input, that is 8. So now I am receiving the Fibonacci series of the 8 integer value, that is the n number of value. So we'll get the 8 Fibonacci series, that is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Thank you.